ain't got that.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yo, you're like the Crimson Chin, man.
Nah. How you doing, man?
Good, man. I miss y'all, man. I need
Dude,
to be
where
out
are
there.
you?
I'm in Austin now. I was in Chicago yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, last night we got back to the hotel at like 11:30, or it was my friend's place, not a hotel, sorry. 11:30, and then we talked till like 12:30. I had to wake up at 4 for my flight, so it was so rough. And then I had to work all day.
I
So
I hate early flights so much.
yeah, we had
I
to do it.
I also never do Instagram Live. So what's up, everybody on Instagram?
I
Yeah,
know. Don't y'all miss him?
we got Renji here. Renji. So, bro, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time because last time you got me to tell my story.
Uh,
This time is your turn. I want to know,
uh,
Renji.
they just got here, man. You're trying to get them all deep and everything.
No, I'm just setting it up. I want to because I don't think I've talked to you so much, but I don't think I've ever actually heard like your story,
That's true. That's
So
true.
I'm excited for that. So wait, what was this thing that you were just at?
So there's this thing in Chicago called the. Actually, let me show you.
Yeah,
This
let me
thing
see.
right here.
Dude, do you collect those?
Yeah, I actually have like a
Dude,
million
every
of
time
them
I
right
get
there.
like a badge, I always want it.
Yeah, literally, there's like this whole thing's gonna fall. Hopefully, don't fall. There's like a
Okay.
million of them on here. I don't know if you see that.
Yours beats mine. I have like six, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was from the early days of the startup, having to like go and network and figure out uh, who is who and like who do I have to meet. But we're newer in the Web3 space now. So if y'all ever heard about Web3, NFTs, crypto, and it's funny because people are like, "Oh, that stuff's a scam." It's
Yeah.
like I'm finishing a blockchain engineering course right now, and I'm like, wow, like people literally don't realize that this is the internet. Like you can't just like throw out Web3 crypto NFTs
No.
because it's literally the internet. Like it's there's the internet that happened in like the year 2000 with AOL, whatever, blah blah blah. Then
Hmm.
you had like Facebook and Google, everything else come out like 2004, 2006, around that time frame.
Yeah.
Then you had like Instagram and TikTok, everything else like 10 or 15 years after that. And now there's this thing called Web3, and that's the next generation. And people are calling it a scam, just like how they called everything else in the past. It was funny. There was when Facebook first came out. I don't know if you heard this. There was this massive rumor when Facebook first came out. People thought that it was the NSA. They thought it was like the U.S. government who put up this
What?
thing called Facebook that got you to just enter all your information so they could collect your information. And so
No.
everyone's like, Facebook's a scam. It's all fake, blah, blah, blah. And like, we're like, what are you talking about? It's not a scam. It's a real thing. And
What?
so, yeah, every single time there's a technology like that, everyone thinks it's a scam. Hey, someone asked you to marry them on the comments, just so you know.
Oh, well,
Um,
I didn't even know
but
you
yeah,
could.
yeah, see both sides, man. But yeah, just came back from this thing called Web3 Investor Day. Does that come? It's backwards for me. Is it right side for you? Can you read
I
that?
can read
Okay,
it.
cool. Well, essentially, it's like it was really just sort of like this conference that was helping investors better understand on what the heck is going on in NFTs, crypto, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Someone says need you to interview K Cup. K Cup is after this in 25 minutes, but
Yeah.
yeah, come back for the next one. But yeah, and so I was there for a day and a half. Got to hang out with another one of my friends who I haven't seen in 5 years. We went through this other program called TechStars. Do I have a Here's a TechStars badge right there. I
You
went through
got a
this program called TechStars, but one of my
badge
boys
for
in
bro.
Chicago. You said what?
Said you got a badge for everything,
Oh man, badge of honor, man. I got to keep that junk. Although people don't believe me. You know,
bro.
like
We're
that Forbes thing right there. People don't believe me, man.
we're
Just
in
kidding.
the we're right now, and
Is
there's
everyone there? Who else there?
not everybody's here, but no, I was like, so I was out there this yesterday morning, because I wake up way earlier than everybody, and
Yeah.
I made a coffee. I'm like, I'm gonna have a chill morning. I'm gonna like, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna see everybody taking the boat out. It's gonna be awesome. And I'm out there sitting in a chair, and then there's these things called sand fleas or sand lice or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
My legs are chewed up, and there's
Ah,
oh my gosh, it's the worst.
dang. That's
So I'm
crazy. Wait, are you putting like lotion or something on it? What are you doing with it?
uh, I'm all natural. I don't do. I'm not a
Yeah.
lotion
Have fun
guy.
with that, man. Have fun with that.
I'm a lotion guy. It's like weird. Look, you see it,
Oh, it's like a bunch of mosquito bites.
bro.
Oh,
It's the worst, and it's like all down my leg. That's what woke me up. So
dang. But nothing like embedded itself in you, right?
I really hope not.
Okay, I was gonna say that's like freaking ticks, man.
Hey,
Ticks going into your bloodstream.
we'll find out. Bro, when are you coming to Florida? I need to know this.
That's a great question. I got to figure it out. I mean, next month, I just got to figure out. I mean, next month is in like 2 days, so probably like 2-3 weeks from now, I'll be back down there.
Okay. We need
Yeah,
you back
man.
here.
I legit. I wish I could just fly there on a private jet and just be there.
Bro,
Like,
you and the private jet.
well, it's just the convenience, man. You roll up to the runway, you
Dude,
get
we're
on
gonna
the
have
plane.
a party
It's
when
like
you actually.
I know, right? It's so convenient. Like right now, like even me flying from Chicago, right? Like I had to wake up at 4 a.m. because it's on their schedule, and then when I got there, they delayed the flight another hour. So I'm like, why'd I wake up an extra hour early? So it's like it's not
Oh,
convenient,
that
man. So
town.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
like. When I was there, it was super gloomy. I didn't even see the bean. That's so wrong.
Oh,
You did,
yeah.
but
It's honestly, there's a lot of cool spots there. I'll be like, I'm surprised how fun of a city it is during the summer. It's actually really awesome. If you also check out their boat tours, the boat tours are actually, honestly, that's probably my number one thing I ever did in Chicago was the boat tour. Because you literally,
really,
it's called the architecture tour. Yeah, the river, it's beautiful. It goes right through the city. You have all the buildings right up against the river. And so you're seeing all the different towers, which is super cool. You gotta check
that's
it out.
that's so cool.
It's
Yeah,
sick, yeah.
I don't think I gave it the chance it deserves.
Wait,
I
how
think
long were you there
coffee
for when you went?
fire though.
How long were you there for?
24 hours.
What, for like a conference or something?
Nah, I was there for Noah on his tour. We like flew in.
Oh,
We flew in, went to bed. No, I think we flew in, chilled out for a second, did his show, and then flew out early the next morning to Hawaii. That's it.
oh, okay.
I wasn't even there for 24 hours. We flew in, chilled out for a second, then went, set up for his show, then flew to Hawaii. That's
That's
exactly what,
emotion, man. Yeah.
bro. It was the flight to Hawaii was the worst.
Yeah. Why? It was like 24 hours. How long was it?
The flight back from Hawaii, it's because it's 10 hours,
Mhm.
but the time difference is so different. And so we had to stay up for 48.
Oh, dang.
I was so tired. It was
Dang.
so,
Wait, did you sleep at all
but
on the flight?
I can't sleep on planes.
Oh, really? I sleep
I,
like crazy on planes.
I bet you do.
I slept my entire, so the flight from Chicago to here is 3.5 hours. I slept for 3.5 hours straight because it was
Was
4
good.
a.m. or whatever.
Sleep, wake up, and you're there. I can't do it. I'm awake the entire time.
Wait, why?
I can't sleep. It's the weirdest thing.
Is it like it's uncomfortable or?
I don't know. I mean, I can get comfy. I just end up watching a show. I just don't get tired. Like once I'm awake, I'm awake. I
Okay.
don't really fall asleep. It's weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let's do it. I want to hear about Renji. I want to hear about you.
All right, fine. Oh, I don't want to tell you. I'm just kidding.
All
I'll
right.
tell you. Oh my gosh. All right, let's start from the top, bro. The top, man. From the dawn of time. I'm just kidding. All right, so I guess a high level. I guess we'll flip the switch real quick. So my switch to flip the switch. I got that right the first time.
Rich.
I just so y'all know, I am people. Yeah, I don't even know if y'all know my nationality. I'm my parents are Indian, so obviously I'm Indian. But my parents were actually born in India. They moved to New York when I was, sorry, when I was born. They moved to New York before I was born. I was born in New York City, like New York City. I guess Queens is technically the greater New York City area. Lived in Queens till I was 8. You said what?
I said I didn't even know you were born in New York.
That's right, bro. I'm a New Yorker. That's right, man. But yeah, from Queens, man. But yeah, New York City. It was cool, but it was definitely hard. It was definitely humble beginnings. It was definitely like mad expensive. My parents weren't making much money because they came from India and their degrees did not translate. So they ultimately, someone said, India represents, right? My parents, my dad got like an economics degree from undergrad. My mom got a nursing degree, but neither of those translated. So when they came to the U.S., they had to get like non-degree type jobs. So they were like working random jobs, dude. My mom went back to school again to get a nursing degree. And she was raising 3 kids and stuff. And it was definitely, what up? More Indians saying what up in the comments. Let's go. You got some Indian fans out here. Colby, look at you, man. But my
Let's go.
my mom's like super mom, bro. She like was raising 3 kids, cooking, cleaning, getting her degree, and working. I don't know how she did all that, but
Dude,
yeah,
moms
my
are another level.
I know.
Like,
It makes me so grateful.
yeah, me too. It's like it's something that's reoccurring that I'm hearing a lot. It's like I thought my mom did a lot, and my mom
Yeah.
did so much. But it's crazy to
Uh,
hear different people's stories and hear how their mom was such like a pillar for them.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Shout
So
out, mom.
grateful. Yeah, no, my sister's in the comments. She's like, yeah, shout out to the Indians and my mom. Yeah, my mom was a beast, man. And I feel like I learned a lot of like, people ask me all the time, like, yo, dude, like, what motivates you, blah blah. And I think part of it is honestly just seeing the struggle that my mom went through, and me not wanting her to continue struggling. Like, I feel like growing up in rough situations actually caused you to become a lot stronger. You learn grit, you learn discipline, you learn how to rise above the ashes, that sort of thing, rather than
Yeah.
being a product of your environment. But yeah, my family, they moved to Atlanta, the suburbs of Atlanta, when I was 8. Grew up there, and I became a believer when I was 19. It was funny because I was working as a laptop salesman at Office Depot at the time because I was starting my
What?
undergrad. I was starting undergrad, but I didn't have any scholarships because I did not try in school. Like, people think I'm smart because I have immersed stuff, but I did have a 2.6 GPA in high school because it was mainly because I was lazy. I did. You did too.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was so bad. Like
Yeah.
so bad. Like, don't ask me a math problem. I got language arts and I got English on lock.
You said English. Oh
English
my gosh.
got that stuff on lock, right?
That is dope.
But math,
Uh,
no, not a
I'm the
chance.
opposite. I am so good at math. So I actually had an 800 out of 800 on my math SAT. So I was really good at math, but I didn't want to do any homework. So I had a 2.6 GPA. I did horrible in school. I didn't get any scholarships. So I went to Georgia State my first year. It was the one college that would take me. And I was 17 years old and $7,000 in debt because of not having any scholarships. So I started working as a laptop salesman at Office Depot. And my coworker at the time, first question he asked me, his first day of work. I was maybe working there for like 6 months. It was my coworker's like first day of work, and he asked me, "Yo, are you a Christian?" I was like, "Wait, what? Why is that the first question that comes out of your mouth?" And it's because turns out it's because he had recognized my sister, who's in the comments here, had recognized that we had the same last name. He's like, "Oh, I met someone named Rosalind at a Bible study. Are you a Christian too?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I was born a Christian." And in his mind, he
Right.
was like, "Born a Christian? What does that mean?" Because you obviously have to, like, if you're a person who follows God, you have to like make that decision. You're not just like
For
genetically a
sure.
Christian, right? And so ultimately, I knew that he was kind of like an older, loving brother in the faith who wanted to see me grow and mature, as opposed to just some random person who's trying to bash me. He wasn't trying to bash me. I knew he had a good heart behind it. So he kept constantly inviting me to his Bible studies, and I finally went to one of them. He was like, "Dude, you call yourself a Christian, you might as well just check out this Bible study." So I ended up, for the first time, actually opening up the Bible for myself. And I started reading it, and bro, like, it literally penetrated my heart for the first time ever when I was 19. Um, we were going
You
through
remember
Hebrews.
what it was?
Yeah, it was. So we were going through Hebrews to start with, and so it was Hebrews 1. We just started off Hebrews 1. And it's about yeah. I mean, it was written to the Jews back in the early church, and it was teaching them about their sort of self righteousness, their hypocrisy, and all those types of things. And I thought I could save myself. I thought I could be a good person, and I knew at my core, like, I wasn't a good person. Like, there were things that I wanted to indulge in and whatever else. But I knew that in order for me, like, when reading or not Romans, when reading Hebrews, I realized, dang, dude, I'm kind of like these Pharisees that is being written about in the scripture, and the Holy Spirit literally took those words and penetrated my heart. And from there, I knew I wanted to follow God because I knew that these were the words of eternal life. And so I was just like, man, all right, I'm just gonna keep reading this and keep learning and keep studying about who is God. And over the course of the coming months and years, really fell in love with the Lord and really realized He gave me a sense of purpose. I think before that, most of my life I was searching for something and I couldn't find out, well, why do I exist? What's the purpose of me, right? Like, I
Yeah.
felt like I accomplished the things I wanted to. Like, I was really good at Halo, so I loved video games, which I'm still better than Colby. I know he likes to talk smack, but just so y'all know,
But
I'm better than Colby at Halo.
can't even say, you don't even know. You can't, you can't say,
You don't even have an Xbox.
yeah, but you don't know what I got.
All right, when I fly to Austin next time, we're playing Halo. But yeah, so yeah, I was really good at video games. I was really good at wrestling. I was really good at weightlifting. The things I wanted to do, sports, I was really good at. But when it came to, like, having a purpose in life, I couldn't figure out what that was. And so ultimately, yes, someone's asking if we're gonna have a Halo battle. We are gonna have a Halo battle. We'll do another episode of that.
I'm sure.
We'll live stream it from Twitch, and also to this. But yeah, and I realized that as I was reading scripture, like, God had created the earth and all the people in it because He has a master plan, a master story to tell. And so ultimately, I realized, man, as long as I devote my life to God, I know He's going to take care of me. I know that He is mine and I'm His. And so since then, yeah, just been going to there was a church in Atlanta called Blueprint Church that was super impactful in my life. That's where ultimately my faith started taking off, and that's kind of the story of how I came to the faith, and started Immersed maybe 5.5 years ago, and that's a
Mhm.
whole story in and of itself. But that was a super difficult journey, mainly because I think people, like, first off, everyone here in the comments, just so you know, like, if you think about companies like TikTok and Instagram and Apple and Facebook and whatever, like, those companies were built by normal people like you and me, right? Like, those are not things that are beyond your ability. Like, you can do those things too. And so, I
Say
honestly, when I was watching this video, oh, go ahead, Colby.
that. So I don't know if I could do that.
No, hey, you don't even know, bro. You might actually start inventing some stuff, man.
You got
It
a
doesn't
map.
necessarily have to be. It doesn't have to be inventing technology. It could be like you essentially have a vision for a certain type of app or something, some type of business or something, and you just build a team around yourself, right? Like, I haven't written a single line of code other than this last week. I hadn't written a line of code in probably like 9 months. It's been a long time since I've written a line of code because we're a team of like 30 people. Other people do it, so you just build a strong team, man. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say when starting Immersed, like I just it was a very difficult process because I had to quit my job, I had to save money, I had to figure out how to even build a company. And I didn't even try to do it to build a company. I was just trying to solve a problem. And just all throughout the way, like there was times where I was also in the process of shutting down Immersed because we ran out of money. And it was very heavy because I just felt like I'd just been working on this thing for like 3 years and there's no results. But little did I know, like God wanted to tell His story. And so through that, God has taught me a ton. God brought me to you, right? To you and the Shanakis and everything. Honestly, through Immerse. Like, I met Colby through this thing called Q Idea. No, it was good. It was Axiom, right?
It was
And so,
a crazy story.
yeah. Actually, you tell that story. That's actually a really interesting story too.
Well, the whole story is like Renji just really wanted to be my friend. So he was for a moment where he can come say hi to me.
Yeah. I
No,
mustered
the
enough
truth is, we were
courage.
event in California. We went there and we were at different tables. I don't even know how. Like, I feel like it's just really God how you came over to the table. But it was me and my buddy Tracy was right next to me, and then some Chaz Smith was there.
Cows.
I feel like there was one other person, but it was just like a table full of people. We're just talking, and it's just like social media guys that we just make videos. We love God and we love business, and we want to do something like that. Anyway, right before the session was about to start, this guy comes over. He's like, "Hey, I want your number, and your number. I want to catch up with you guys later." And so I'm like, all right. And so I give him my number, and then later on, you ended up going up on the platform. I'm like, who the heck is this guy? And you started talking about Immersed and all that type of stuff. And it wasn't until I got home where I called you and connected you with Noah and Dad and the whole fam, and now we're here. And I
Yeah.
think it's so Immersed is so. You brought us to Texas, and you really showed us what Immersed was. And I think what's so special about it is that it's we're at the forefront of something that's crazy, right?
Mhm.
It's not, and you always say it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, right? And I feel like that win is sooner than people think it is when it comes to virtual reality and even augmented reality taking a step up too. And I'd love for you just kind of like with the last like 10 minutes or so, even if I want to go longer, like talk about what Immersed is, because you talked about like you starting it and what it is, and that deals with the VR space, but and
Yeah.
also crypto and stuff. But I'd love for you to kind of like talk about what Immersed is to you, and
Yeah.
you really try to make it. It's not necessarily faith based, but you make it a faith atmosphere, which I really love.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
headquarters. So yeah, talk about Immersed a little bit. But that's
Yeah.
how we're coming to meet each other, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, so it's funny because when I started Immersed, I wasn't really trying to build a company necessarily or some software or anything like that. Just so y'all know, what Immersed is, it's really just virtual reality offices. People literally put on these headsets. I can't show you the new headsets and stuff. I have like a couple of them right here. But some of the new
That
headsets.
makes me so mad.
Here's the old one. I'll show you the old one. This is the old headset, right? It's the old brick thing. The new one's actually that thin. So it goes down to like a third or a fourth of the size, the new stuff. It's really cool. But wait till later this year. You guys will see all the new stuff. It's like really thin visor stuff.
I forgot to tell you this, and it just came back to my mind. I went into Immersed on my VR.
Oh, yeah.
That much chair that leans back, bro.
Yeah.
I went into that space one where it's like you're on a rock. It's like a virtual atmosphere, You can create, like, you can pick a different location where you want to be, like coffee shop or something like that. I went into the space one. I made a screen giant, and I went avatar.
Oh wow, look at that. That's awesome.
It was
Yeah,
amazing.
so the way that it works is it connects your headset to your laptop, so you can create 5 virtual screens if you want. Honestly, technically on the new laptop, on the new MacBooks, you could get 10 screens in there if you want. So you put on the headset, it connects to your laptop, it creates 5 screens. You could have your friends in there. You could watch movies with people who are remotely. So you can sit side by side, like legit. We should actually do this one time. Like you put on your headset, I'll put on my headset, and we'll literally sit side by side while we watch a movie together in VR. People actually do that now. So you can loosen me in Halo, yeah, doing that, yeah. But yeah, so Immersed has really started off as kind of just like it was a solution I wanted to build so that me and people who are remote could share our screens. And, like coders, for example, want to code together. Designers want to whiteboard together. So we have whiteboards in there. You can watch movies with people remotely. So essentially you're like hanging out with people in VR like you do in the real world. And so little did I know, Immersed would become one of the top most used VR apps on the planet. And so quite literally, people use Immersed every week for 40 to 50 hours a week, every week. They're like legit putting on the headset for 2 to 4 hours at a time. They're doing their day job. They're like working at their computer. They take off the headset, go take a break. They come back, put it back on, and then keep going. So people are legit having the headset on for like 40, 50 hours a week. I'll say the new headsets are so much more comfortable too. And so that's going to open up a whole new world. But what's so crazy? Yeah, we have teachers, students who use Immersed. We have legal teams, finance teams, day traders, people who, like no matter what your use cases. We have hip hop artists who make mixed music in there. We have hip hop artists who now want to do more than just mixed music in there. For example, what's up, Jadon? People want to now do more than like mixed music in VR. They actually want to do virtual concerts in the metaverse, and they want to be able to have really cool personable experiences, right? So if you could sit side by side with Colby, you can hang out, dap them up, chill with them, maybe watch a movie, like legit. You could have like just a movie night in VR with your follower base. How sick would that be?
Bro,
you guys are all in these
really cool idea.
Yeah. So
Like, how much I love movies, man.
Yeah, I know. Me too. That's what I'm saying. Like, we should just host movie nights in VR, dude. That'd be so sick.
Oh,
That's actually a very easy thing we could do now.
game.
Yeah, let's figure that. Let's actually try to figure doing that out next month. That'd be super because we're actually starting to get events now put into Immersed. And so, actually, first off, if you own a VR headset or have access to a VR headset or are open to buying a VR headset, put a smiley face emoji in the comments. So if you do that, then
easy.
Yeah, if you do, then me, Colby will host a movie night with all y'all, and we'll legit just in VR, be hanging out, be watching a movie. It'll be super fun. Let's do it. That'd be so fun, man. But yeah, I know. But all that to say, I mean, I'll end it here. What I realized is as more and more people have been using Immersed for just being productive in this metaverse, more people want to start building businesses in the metaverse and employ people in the metaverse and transact goods and services, go shopping in the metaverse, things like that. And that's ultimately dang, so many people are putting smiley faces. I didn't realize y'all had VR headsets. That's crazy. Let's go. That's so crazy. And more of you will, like, once you see the new stuff, the new headset, it does work worldwide. Someone asked. If some guy said he has 4 headsets. The new headsets that are coming out this year, like, once you see them, you're gonna be like, I need to go get one because it is amazing. Yeah, you can go shopping in the metaverse. It's pretty crazy.
It is like you've done a lot of cool things that have enhanced like the experience, right? Like when you really think about like working in a space, you think about how do I see the outside world? How do I drink a cup of coffee without like taking off my headset? Like you guys have all thought about that, and it's so cool. Like when I went there, they were working on these thing called pass-throughs, right?
Yeah, pass through. Yeah, portals.
See the virtual world, but you can also like through a little like square on the screen, like see your keyboard, see what you're typing, grab your coffee, drink. Like you don't even have to take the headset off. It's so cool type of stuff that you guys are thinking about and doing.
What's so crazy is the new headset has a thing that are called full pass through where you just have the real world in VR. It sounds kind of weird, but the cameras on the headset take the entire real world image around you, bring it into VR, but you'll still have virtual screens. I could have Colby by my side. It's a crazy mixed reality experience. I haven't even showed you that yet. I need to show you that next. The full pass-through version. Yeah, it's so cool.
It's nuts. It's so as I've used it, as I've used your software and stuff, I've even tried editing in Final Cut with it.
Oh yeah.
And like that was the thing when I was there, like at the place talking about it with you, is could you use it for Final Cut and editing? it's so cool to see like different screens that you have for video and playback and like your actual feed all on the same thing while watching the YouTube video. So cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, dude, I'm excited to be there in the next couple of weeks. Dude, I feel like I could just like live there half the time, live here half the time. Because I got people here I want you to meet. I want you guys to be part of here too, man. I need to fly y'all out here to Austin too, man.
Bro, when you tell me to come to Austin, I will be in Austin. But the fact that you want to be here all the time lets me know that you think Florida's better, which is all I
not at all.
really cool. So it's hey, where you want to be is where your heart really is. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah, that's right, man. Cool, man.
Valid
Yeah,
here.
dude, I appreciate you for going live with me, bro, on Instagram. I know this is kind of a new thing. We haven't done this in a long time. So.
No, I. Hey guys, so this is Renji. He's the CEO of Immersed, and he does a lot of fun things with us. He comes down here, and we're partnered with him, and he makes a lot of fun videos with us. So check those out for sure. But do me a big favor: make sure you follow him, keep up with everything that he's doing. He's doing some crazy. He loves God, and he's a big part of everything that we're doing. So drop him a follow, please, and stay in touch with everything. But Renji, love you so much.
Love you, man. Love y'all. Talk soon. See you, man. See ya. Bye.